Hi, cutie pies. I'm Lanikia, and this is What Happened on the Soaps, the Days of Our Lives edition. Today is Friday, May the 13th, 2022, and let's just go ahead and get started with this. We see that, okay, happy Friday the 13th, by the way. We see that Lonnie and Chanel are talking, and Chanel says, I heard about what happened, and so Lonnie says, yes. TR ended up being a bad guy. He shot Eli. He tried to, you know, abuse my mom, our mom, and everything. Paulina, and she said, so I don't know. It just got out of hand, and she was like, so many lies were told. And Chanel says, what do you mean? Who else is lying? And Lenny said, oh, I'm just so distracted about what happened. But she just tells Chanel, everything that happened, and she says that she is concerned about Paulina, and then she can't believe she trusted TR. And they think back to Beth and how Beth said he was good, and she tells Chanel that she thinks that Beth just said that because TR had threatened her, and Chanel was like, "You're probably right." And they just go. I know it wasn't much, guys. So they just go and they're gonna, try to get their mind off everything. And she tells Chanel, I'll go and we can get something to eat and all that kind of stuff. And that was it for them on today's episode. Then we see Kayla and Steve are talking, and she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe what went on at Paulina's place. And he said, yeah, she said she shot him. And he said, Kayla's like, you don't believe her? And Steve says, that was a police grade weapon. How would Paulina get her hands on that? So no, he does not believe Paulina shot TR. So then Trip comes, and he says that they're still looking for the baby, and they talk about Allie, and he just talks about how he's disappointed in Allie because they made so many plans, and he would love to say that it was the devil who changed their plans, but at the end of the day, it was Allie, and she had been through so much, and he thought he was going to be a bright spot for her. After having being raped by Charlie and then having the baby and being a great mother, he thought he was going to get to come in and they were going to be a family. And so he's sad and frustrated that he didn't get the life that he wanted, but he wants to support Allie, and he says, but now he and Chanel are close and everything, and who would have thought that? So they just tell Trip, we're here to support you on whatever you need. And that's it with them today, y'all. I told you it wasn't going to be a long review. So then we go to Johnny, and then we go to Johnny and Susan, and there's like, we got to summon Allie. So they look at the picture, they say, remember all these memories. Susan telling Johnny about all these memories he used to have as a child, how close he and Allie were, and then the picture breaks, it falls out of their hands and cracks. And Marlena comes over, and Susan says, great, we could really use you. And Johnny's like, I don't think this is going to work. And Marlena and Susan are like, we have to try. So they do try, and they were able to connect with Allie, and she tells them, I'm at the cemetery. I can't fight. He's too strong for me to fight. They said, that's okay. We're going to get you help. So Johnny is like, I can't wait. I'm going to go ahead and go. And they're like, Johnny is dangerous. He says, I have to do this. I have to save Allie. So he leaves and goes to the cemetery. And Marlena is she calls the police, and then she calls Ben Weston as well to let him know where his baby is. So then we see that so then we see that Sierra and Ben are talking, and they've made it to Ben is talking to Sean, and he's like, what are y'all doing to help find my baby? And Sean says, we have everybody looking. He said, well, the Damaras found this pacifier in their crypt, so y'all need to seal it up, lock it up, do something, because the devil is just steps ahead of you guys. And so they're like, Sean is just like, Ben, we're doing everything we can. So now while this is going on, Evan has walked into the room on Sierra because she's praying to her dad to please help me. And so then Ben comes in, and he's like, I'm gonna make you where your dad. You're gonna go where your dad is. Talking, he gonna hurt her or whatever. And so she tells Ben, because he says, you're so weak right now. She says, I had a baby, but I'm not dead. Like, I didn't get stabbed or shot. And so she gets up because she's like, you're not just gonna kill me. She's like, you're not just gonna kill me. So she gets up and she starts fighting him. But of course, he overpowers her and everything. But luckily, Sean came in, and it's not Sean, Ben came in, and so he and Evan start fighting, and he does get the upper hand on Evan, but Sierra wakes up, when she was down on the floor, gets up and knocks Evan out. And so then Sean comes in and he handcuffs Evan, and they're leaving him, but they're like, "Where is our baby?" He says, "You're too late. The baby just you're gonna have a demon seed because the baby wants to put his soul into your baby, your little boy." And he said, and the transfer of souls is happening right now. I don't know where, but it's happening. And so they get Evan out of there, and then Ben says, "Hey, I hear my phone going off." So he looks at his phone, and he's like 6 calls, missed calls from Marlena. She must know something. And so it's Marlena on the phone telling them to go to the cemetery. That's where the devil has your baby. So then they go to the cemetery and everything. And okay, so at the cemetery is Allie with the baby, and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna need help with you because she needs somebody to raise the baby because she's gonna be the baby, so she can't raise herself." So she raises Charlie, who is actually the rapist of Allie. She raises him and says, "You didn't get a chance to raise your baby, but here's a baby that you can raise." And she makes him bow down to her and he's gonna be the master and everything. And so after that happens, Johnny shows up and he's like, "You're not gonna," so because she wants to start the transformation of her soul into the baby's. And Johnny shows up and he's like, "You're not gonna do anything." So he gonna try to fight the devil, but Charlie gets in the way and he easily overpowers Johnny and knocks him out. So Johnny is knocked out or whatever, and Marlena and Susan are at the house and they're praying. And then Allie's like, "Okay, we're going to start transferring the souls, and you're going to be, you're going to take care of the baby, which means you're going to take care of me." But then the lights come, and I said, "Is it Bo? Is it Bo?" But no, it's just Sierra and Ben, and they're saying, "Get away from our baby." And that was Days of Our Lives today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Even